This is Britt, and I'm checking in with Drama Like a DJ. Got George Clinton. He's performing at the Howard Theater tonight. I just want to ask you a few questions. The Mothership. I have to ask, where did you guys, kind of come up with that concept? I mean, it was just so profound. A lot of people were so influenced, by the whole. It was like a movement. Just kind of want to know, how, what was going on with that time?
Wow, back in that time, it was just the beginning of this, which is right now. The future we were looking at this time right in here. That's so far back. We was looking at this in the movies of Star Trek and before Star Wars and all that. We were thinking about the future, and we did a record for Chocolate City first, and we saw how well it worked, with blacks in places that you wouldn't imagine them being at, in the White House, blah blah blah. So once that worked, we said, damn, that worked. What about outer space? Ain't seen no niggas outer space. So they had one out there. That was Aurora, another name, on Star Trek.
Oh yeah.
Most people couldn't picture us out there hanging out. So not only was we hanging out, we was kicked back up on the spaceship, like it was whatever the current car was.
Right.
That's the way we was looking at it, and we was putting that, what we call P-Funk, uncut funk. The bomb we was putting, what became known as, man, that's dope. That's what we was trying to portray, and we did all that right in D.C. We was right up on the East Coast of Jersey, Baltimore, Washington, Jersey, New York, Virginia. That was our run. So you have all that is futuristic thoughts in your mind. You need a spaceship to travel back and forth, and I'm still doing it.
So how do you feel about the Mothership being a part of the new museum opening up here in DC?
I'm so blessed. I feel so blessed, because that music has done a lot of people a lot of good times, and so, I know you notice I've been in Congress and in court fighting for the copyrights and all of that, because it's been respected so much. By being in the Smithsonian, it made me feel I have to fight for it's not something that we just did, we worked hard on it. A lot of people worked hard on it. It was a historical thing that we were trying to do, a funk opera. And we did it, and so we're going to keep fighting for it. And the Mothership being in the Smithsonian gave us good credibility that we could stand behind that, and a lot of people are helping, like Ice Cube, with the Straight Outta Compton movie. Most of the music in their whole career was, stem cells of P-Funk. Funk is the DNA of hip-hop. So, we've been cool like that for a long time. Just did the record with Kendrick Lamar. Wesley Theory.
That's right.
And he's definitely on the Mothership. He's on one.
He has the Isley Brothers.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
All that influences
his whole thing, and he just did one with me. That's where I came from coming here. He just did a video with myself, Kendrick, on my new album.
Okay.
Kendrick and Ice Cube.
Oh.
And that's the Brothers Be Your Like George. Ain't that funkin' kind of hard on you? That's the title of the book, and it's the title of the first single that you'll be hearing real soon in the video. Dope. Cute. He's on one too right now.
So there was kind of some talk about the Mothership like disappearing, like it was kind of lost for a minute. Do you think that the one that's gonna be in the museum is the actual one, or is it just
that was the second one we had. The second one did. The first one, people did tear it apart, and it was selling hubcaps, selling pieces. This story's still around DC of who got which part. Some people took the hydraulic thing. Other parts was left in somebody's garage. But we had the same blueprint, same people, just to do the same thing again.
Another question I want to ask you is, what does this performance mean to you? You talked about, DC and being in Maryland, and Jersey, and, being so influential for so many years, still being able to come out, still have people loving, what you're doing. What does this mean to you?
I'm on a mission right now. You're going to see a lot of the kids in the band. It's my grandkids and my son. And his kids, and then the band has been with me forever. We're on a mission to show that, just like Kendrick and myself did it needs to be done together. As when that old new school, you ain't got time for that. Time is so fast now, you're both old and new at the same time. I watched, Snoop them from being, little kids to like Uncle Snoop, so it's time, if you're lucky enough and being long enough, we all gonna be old school. So if we can relate to each other, you can help each other. And it's so easy because it's the same thing going around and around. It's just different ways to look at whatever's going on. And we're gonna need it in this day and time. And so me being able to have fun doing it, with my grandkids, and because to me it's the same thing, same kind of craziness going on, different, and it's all fun, and I really have fun because I done did my time. So I'm really having a ball watching new renditions of it unfolding, especially when parents say, that ain't music. I'm attracted to that music because I know it's going to be something stupid, but it's going to be the shit. It's going to, what's it? Bitch, don't kill my vibe. When I heard that, I could hear his whole everything, just his, his balls. And when we did Wesley Theory, I had no idea that the whole album was going to be what it was, but I know it was going to be something good as hell, because just his whole conversation, he's on one.
And you were on there, so of course you knew it was going to be.
But that's why I was on there.
Right, because you knew.
I can feel it.
You knew.
I can feel it. He say, feel me, I don't have to understand. He say, better metaphors, leave metaphors metaphysically in a state of euphoria. Look both ways before you cross my mind. And that's that Wesley Theory.
Yeah, that's awesome. I just want to ask you one more question. What do you want to be remembered as?
That he didn't give a fuck. Other than trying to get these copyright issues back on the right side of on the right side of history, where they're supposed to be, because that's really trying to change history, who did what, and we can't let this happen again. It happened with rock and roll, Chuck Berry's and Little Richard, a lot of them. People don't realize that was the beginning of that rock and roll. Wasn't for Jimi Hendrix, wouldn't have had no claim in it at all. We're not gonna let that happen with funk. We're gonna fight for it and keep history correct and make it be accountable. So being in the Smithsonian was a good, at least it's there for now. Now we just got to get the paperwork to reflect that, because people are busy trying to change, the copyrights and stuff.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Glad to see you, young folks. I just here trying to be down.
That's right.